Holy is often considered one of the worst damage types in Elden Ring. This is probably due to a lot of late game bosses being very resistant to it, but I think that opinion is wrong. And in order to prove it, I decided to beat every Remembrance boss in Elden Ring and the DLC with only holy damage. This obviously includes spells, ashes of war, or even holy weapons. I also am going to be using weapons with split physical and holy damage like Malekith's Black Blade. This is to add variety and because I think this damage type really shines with a lot of the weapons that act like this. Make sense? Sweet. Let's get right into it. I start this run as a prophet since this class has the highest starting faith stat and holy damage does in fact scale with faith. Up next, we need to gather some resources. First, by getting a strange lady to propose to us and offer us a donkey as bribery. I accept the bribe because I'm corrupt and immediately make my way north to Liurnia to get the Faith Talisman, then south to the Weeping Peninsula to get the Faith tier for a combined plus 15 to my Faith stat. In order to use that tier, I also need the Physic Flask, and now we can start thinking about what weapon to use. The closest one I can think of is the Cipher Patah in Round Table. These fists deal pure holy damage, so very on theme for this run. They also require 30 faith to wield, which is why I got the faith buffs. Next, I run to EG to upgrade them, and on the way, I make a little stop at the Revenant. I don't know if this technically counts as holy damage, but by using heal, I can annihilate this poor man's. I need some extra runes, and I felt like showing this off, so screw it. It's fun. Before we go to Stormvale, I upgrade the Patah, then head past Bellum to beat up a tree avatar. These guys are easy peasy, and this one drops the Holy Shrouding tier, which is a 20% damage buff to holy damage, so I'm not ever going to swap that out of my Physic Flask. And with all that, I think we're ready to take on the Noob Stomper himself, Margaret. So we have Cipher Patah plus 3 for our first weapon. We got the 2-finger heirloom and the Faith tier to make it usable, and then the Holy tier for a little damage buff to start. So here we can go behind and go boom, boom, boom. See? Like, that's crazy. He's gonna fuck off now? Yeah. Alright, can I get 2 right here? Because if I can get 2 right here, he's cooked. No. But I can get my 3. Oh, that's beautiful. It's kind of cracked. Can I get 2 right here? Nope, I don't have the fucking... Oh! I don't have the FP. Alright. How much are the R1s doing? Oh, they're also pretty spicy. Alright, that's actually kind of cracked poise damage. That's a promising start. You'll love to see it, gentlemen. I decide to stop and grab Sacred Blade next. This Ash of War goes on most melee weapons and shoots a projectile while also applying holy damage to the weapon. Pretty ideal. Next, I head just up the hill where Anastasia spawns in to bully me into calling her mommy. Fortunately, I'm the GOAT and bully her back to get the Sacred Scorpion Charm, which offers a holy damage buff, and honestly, I can pretty much guarantee I won't take this off for the rest of the run. I take a little more time to level up to 17 Vig and 20 Faith just to make myself a bit sturdier, then I very tragically have to murder our favorite jar friend for his shard. Oh! I didn't think I'd one-shot him. That's my bad for sure. Which does buff Ashes of War, which I'll probably use a lot in this run, so fuck it, we ball. Next, I head off to find another weapon, and I settle on the Winged Scythe. To be honest, there aren't a lot of options before we get into Altus, so it was really all I could think of. I upgrade this Cool Reaper that I've never used, grab the Dex tier to wield it, and head over to the Alpha Gunner to get my first Remembrance down. Alright, new weapon that I've not used, Winged Scythe plus 4, 2-finger heirloom to wield it, as well as Dex tier to get the Dex requirement. Then I have Holy tier and Sacred Scorpion Charm. It's got a pretty healthy little holy damage deal. We'll see how it is. I don't have a ton of faith in this weapon. I feel like I've heard a lot of negative things about it, but I've never actually tried to use it, so I don't know. Maybe it's really fucking good. Started missing that dodge recently. It's pretty good damage for Godric. Not like awesome. You know what? Actually, that's not bad. Oh, that's gross. Oh, there's the damage. I see. Should we just stand behind him and him in the butt a little bit? Let him know. Let him know who's in charge. What's a charge attack look like? Oh. Okay, actually this thing's kind of gross. Well, holy damage is looking good so far. Let's hope that continues. In order to get access to more holy weapons, I've decided it's time for us to go to Altus. To do that, I head into Detroit for one half of the Dectus and Radagon's Nut for stat boosting. On my way to the second Dectus half, I pick up the Spiked Crack Tier and Axe Talisman to buff future charge attack builds. Then I secure the second Dectus half. With that, I can ride the lift up to the foothills of the capital to get some more shit. In doing that, I clap the lovely Lady Gillica's cheeks for Ritual Sword Talisman, which gives a buff at full HP. Then I head into the old Altus Tunnel for the Great Club, a colossal stick that does holy damage, which is fucking sick. To wield this, I also need to grab the Strength tier, and now I just have to grab a key, and I'm ready for Rhea Lucaria. Wait, hold on, that's a lie. I have 2 bosses to kill in Old Hogwarts, which means I need another weapon. So we quick kill the greatest player murderer in Elden Ring history, which gets me the Golden Halberd. Maybe one of my favorite weapons in the game. This thing is really good. With that up to +4, I can now enter Hogwarts. Before fighting Breadwolf, I add a little dex onto the build, and now I'm feeling very ready for the Ginger Dog. What are we doing for Red Wolf? Got Jiahao +4 with the Axe Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, Spike Tier, Holy Tier, Charge Attack, Holy buffed build. And then I also get Golden Vow. This should be pretty nice if I can get a Charge Attack off. This guy's kind of squishy. Do something good to start. That is like the opposite of what I need right now. Can I get one? Oh, damn. That is a lot of damage, indeed. Do another one, just for shits and gigs. God damn. That is very nice, gentlemen, very nice. Holy. That was indeed very nice. Now we need to upgrade the big club for the Foot Queen. So it's off to Ray Crystal Tunnel to beat up 1/3 of the Blue Man group for the Smithing Bellbearing 1. Then we run back into Altus to get Prayerful Strike, which is another Holy Ash of War, and nearby is the Smithing Bellbearing 2 in this chest. Upgrading a big weapon is expensive, so I go back to Detroit to kill Mama Grail. While I do this, let's talk about weapon options for this run. To be honest, there aren't that many Ashes of War incants I can actually use. Also, I want to show off the best holy damage options, and most of the incants are actually really bad. So while I do plan on using some, I'm going to tell you now, we are mostly going to test out holy weapons to see how much we can break the game. Oh look, Grail's dead. Nice. With all those runes, I can make Big Bonk even more bonkier and head in to face my queen. What's the Renala build? We're going with the Great Club +12. Not a ton of holy damage, but is a default holy weapon and like is smithing too, so kind of interesting. A Radagon Sword Seal because I don't quite have the strength to wield it. Sacred Scorpion Charm for more damage, and then Holy Tier and Spiked Tier because I don't know, maybe we get a Colossal Charge Attack. Oh, we do get the 1 phase. Tight. You love to see it. Alright, she's gonna jump back. Boom. Oh! Insta stagger, my beloved. Do I just kill her outright here? Oh! I don't know what to say. That might be the fastest Renala kill I've ever had. Yeah, this is really cooking so far. Killing the big Steppa gets me my 3rd talisman pouch, which is a nice buff. Now I need another weapon, so I head to Dragon Barrow to fight the BBK. For most people, this is really dumb. I have pretty low damage, and I'm one-shot, but I am him, and I've actually practiced this fight a lot because I hate myself. So we pretty quickly get him down and get the Gargle's Black Blade and Halberd, which are both holy weapons, as well as a ton of runes. Now I can head into the Celia Crystal Tunnel. My next boss is going to be the Draconic Tree Sentinel, so I need more weapon levels. This cave has the Rock Puppy, who I can annihilate to get a Somber 6. Then right outside the cave nearby is a Somber 5. Then bada boom, bada bing, level 6 sword. Time to fight the first of many horse girls in this run. What are we doing for DTS? We have our new +6 weapon, finally getting some higher level weapons. Warrior Jar Shard, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword, Spike Tier, Holy Tier. It's a little Ash of War Great Sword build. Great Swords are like one of the best weapon types in the game, and there are a lot of Holy Great Swords, which I really like. I think that's going to make this run fun. But this one's Ash of War, I feel a bit underrated. Corpse Wax Cutter is kind of fucking crazy. Like, that's insane damage. Am I dead? Almost. Oh my god. That's obscene, dude. What? And boom, like that, we are into the capital. My plan right now is to get through Ferrum as fast as possible to get all the smithing stone bell bearings, and we're making good progress. Capital has some great loot for me first though. This Somber 6 is just lying around, so I yoink that. And Fake Round Table has the Holy Wet Blade, so now any weapon can be holy. It also has the Coated Sword, which is another weapon with pure holy damage like the Cypher Patah. For Piss Free, I want to try out Prayerful Strikes, so I go get the large club because it's easy to get and funny, then upgrade it and slap the Ash of War on it and head off to beat a ghost with a stick. We're on gold free. Stats, not great. Definitely need to start leveling a bit, but it is what it is. We got a plus 12 Sacred Club with Prayerful Strike. We're going Warrior Jar, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword, then Spike Tier, Holy Tier. I didn't check before the fight. I'm pretty sure this guy's like at least 40 Holy Resist. I also need him to do stuff that might be punishable. No. Figuring out what I can punish is going to be a challenge. Oh, that's good damage. That sucks. Using this Ash of War is going to be fun to figure out. What's actual damage look like? I mean, not great. Certainly better on our shit right there, maybe? Nope. Okay, I think what I need him to do is the move I can strafe. This. That's it. Okay. Come on, do it again. Coward. Come on, I know you wanna. There you go. Good boy. It's solid damage. Do it again. Give me the health. I mean, definitely not the strongest thing I've ever seen on him, but I think he was kind of bound to be ass. Do I have enough for one more? Oh! I mean, first try, 0 warm-up. Kind of shitty setup, but like it worked. We take those. We take those every time. Okay, that was our first weaker build, but still definitely decent. And we got the 4th talisman pouch, so now we can go full tilt on our damage buffs. And I actually have personal beef with Morgott, so we're about to get as OP as we possibly can before this fight. But first, I make one more pit stop in Altus. I kill the other 2/3 of the Blue Man group and get the Somber Bell Bearing 2 for future plans. Now we got a ton of other stuff to get, because I need to make 2 Somber 9 weapons. So we get a Somber 7 in the sewers, and luckily there's another Somber 7 right next to it. Since I'm here, I also get Moog Shackle for later to bully the poor blood man. I get a Somber 8 in the sewers and my second one in Caelid. Then I can source both the Somber 9s in Caelid as well. And with that, I can make 2 +9 halberds. We're cooking. Next, I head to Stormvale to get the Claw Talisman to buff jump attacks. Then I head into Sage's Cave for the Raptor's Black Feathers, which is a chest piece that also buffs jump attacks. And with that, we can jump Morgatto. All right, for Morgott, finally, after all that gathering. Golden Halberd +9, Gargoyle's Halberd +9, Raptor's Black Feathers, and Claw Talisman to enhance jump attacks, Sacred Scorpion Charm for more holy damage, Ritual Sword for a flat damage buff, then Holy Tier. Also got Sword Seal to wield. Should be gross. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, he does damage though, I tell you what. That was good. Oh my god, bro. Oh, this is insanely dumb. I should be able to get in there. He'll do some stupid shit. And that's GG's. Oh! That's GG's. Oh, that's crazy. It also might be the easiest Morgott fight I've ever had in a run. Devious. Ooh, that felt orgasmic. Time to move forward though. We can't rest on our laurels. On my run through the mountaintops, I grab the smithing and somber bell-bearing 3s and make my way to the foot of the forge. Before fighting the fat bastard though, I need a new weapon. So we return to Altus Plateau and kill an assassin for the black knife. This weapon has holy damage and the Ash of War is percentage based damage, so it feels very viable for a beefy boy like Fire Giant. I get the weapon up to level 8 and then level myself, getting quite a bit more vig with the runes I have left. Now I can explain the exact build I'm going to use here. Alright, here's the build. I'm going to use the black knife because it should take a massive chunk of health to start, and if the Ash War runs out, we'll switch back to the jump attack just to finish the fight. So we do have the Claw Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, Warrior Jar Shard, Radagon Sword Seal to wield everything, then Holy Tear. Kinda really want to see how much damage this does. I think it's going to be a little gross. Oh, it doesn't work the same way. I'm dead also. Still pretty good damage, eh? How's this looking? This is also looking pretty devious. Damn. Good damage. Dodge. Good damage. Right, nice. And we're out. Alright. Now we switch over to jump attacks. This should be phase transition. Oh, I don't have enough to buff. Did I judge this right? I was not looking. Yes. Black Knife did good work. We don't have a lot left to deal with here. Oh, you annoying fuck. Where's he going? Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was spinning. Spinning version of that attack is so ass. Nice. This is, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is really an easy way to do this. Not exceptional, but it was pretty good. Now, before we burn the most holy symbol in the game, we need to do some of Corrin's quest. Step 1, find Gold Mask, Aura farming. Then, tell Corrin where he is, and boom, we can buy Discus of Light, which is one of the few incants I kinda have faith in. See what I did there? I also grabbed the Golden Order Seal to buff that incant, and then the Godslayer Seal since it will have the best incant scaling and damage for my faith level. Okay, the incant build is coming together. Now I just go back to the Celia Tunnel for a Canvas Talisman to buff incantation damage, and to get the second Canvas Tally, we need to do Millicent's quest. So we blast O'Neill fast as fuck to get the needle, talk to Gowry to make it fancy, shank Millicent with that, head to Altus to get an arm, then give her the arm. Then we have to fight a funny noodle boy, which was pretty easy, to find Millicent again. And then we accidentally one-shot her to get Millicent's prosthesis. This makes Gowry sad, and now I can kill him for my second Canvas Talisman. What a tragedy. I make my seal level 20, and now I can premaritally hold my girlfriend's hand to kill her and get teleported to Farum. Here, I make a quick run and get a Somber Bellbearing 4 on my way to the Foreskin Duo. Once I arrive at the Twincesses, I realize I've forgotten the roofie recipe. So I grab the cookbook to make some sleep potions. And now we can test out Discus of Light. And the damage is actually really disappointing, which is a bummer. I trusted this incant, it's supposed to be one of the best, but you can see why I'm not using them much. Instead, we head off to the Crucible Knight Duo. A very annoying fight, but I bully him, because I'm that guy, and get Ordovis Greatsword, one of the best holy weapons in the game. Once I level that up, I also go kill the Fate Gooner for the Godfrey icon, which buffs charge spells and skills. And now I can explain what we're planning on doing here. Alright, hopefully final build here. +9 Ordovis with Golden Halberd for Golden Vow. We're going to use the Ash of War after we sleep them, so we got Warrior Jar Shard, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword, Godfrey Icon, Holy Tear. That was pretty good for the first one. Big question, do I two-shot Skinny? Not quite. But I am going to do this to try to get the extra damage. I need a cooperative one here. Come on. That's big. All right. I think he's dead. He's dead. This guy didn't want to die. What you got for me? Boom. That was good. And now I also get 31 faith, which is very nice. I run to the Grace by Plassey and Malekith to grab my last smithing bell bearing. This is cool because now all the weapons can be +9 or +24, and I just have to find money to upgrade them. I want to do Placidus Axe next, so we head back to the capital and start farming for Envoy's Longhorn. It only takes about 5 minutes, and with that we can try abusing this Ash of War on Plassey. It used to almost one-shot him, but it was giga nerfed when the DLC dropped. So let's see exactly how good it is now. We got the classic Bubble Blower for Plassey. Warrior Jar, Sacred Scorp, Ritual Sword, Millie's Prosthesis, Holy Shrouding Tear. This probably won't be as good as it once was, but with enough buffs, may still be serviceable. That's still 2,000 damage. He's gonna blow fire now. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, fuck. It is very nerfed. Yeah, like, I don't know, it's not insane. I can't think of anything too crazy here. He has, like, too much health. But I'm definitely not offended by this damage. This fight's going pretty fast for being Plassey. Yeah? Yeah, man? Very cool. In the butthole. He went too far. Damn, he really doesn't want to do lasers, which would just end this fight. So I guess, like, fair enough. There we go. Yeah, GG's. Not as insane as I wanted it to be. But I mean, still for Plassey, right? First try. Fucking giant health bar. Oh, they massacred my boy. It used to be so good, and now it is merely functional. It hurts my soul. Up next, I upgrade the Coated Sword and make my way over to the main character, Radahn. I've never used this weapon, so let's make a build and see if it's any good. What are we doing for Radahn? We got Coated Sword, Warrior Jar Shard, Sacred Scorpion, Millies. It's all the stuff we've been using. Just a new weapon to see if it's good, pretty much. I kind of want to use the Ash of War here. I don't know how good it'll be. It'll be really good for this. Oh my god. That's kind of insane. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it just because it's +9? Or, like, is this actually kind of a beast? Well, let's get the light attack in. Okay, it might just be the Ash War is pretty good. GG's. Oh, yeah. Get fucking bullied, buddy. It's Jover. Alrighty, now I need to get to the DLC, because there is a bunch of exceptional holy weapons there. So we murder Old Man Albus to steal his Haligtree medallion, then we pull out the really OP halberd build for Niall, because I hate him, and just him trying to get through this area without tilting. It melts him naturally, and I can claim my second Haligtree half. Beautiful. I'm gonna head to Moog, but first I need a weapon. So I take a little 10-minute detour to bully some clean rot knights in Caelid to get the Halo Scythe, Night Rain's best weapon. Boom! Bop! Bada bop, bip. I'm him. Once I have that, I can take the secret lift to the snowfields, and I just have one more thing to grab before Moog. The tree avatar here has the item I want, so I blast this boy crazy style and get the Thorny tier, which buffs damage with multi-hits. Now I just have to kill this sanguine noble guy, and I can take a teleporter to the Blood Palace. Right before Moog, there's also a Somber 10, so I decide fuck it and grab that to use on my scythe, and I can explain what we're going to do on Moog the Acquitted. Alright, what's the build? Halo Scythe plus 10. Golden Halberd for Golden Vow. We're gonna drop that shit. Gonna spam the Ash of War after shackling him. So Warrior Jar Shard, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword, Milson's Prosthesis. Thorny tier and Holy tier, just so many buffs. Oh, he has like no health. Alright, what are you doing? Beautiful. That's a pretty exceptional start if I do say so myself. Just a couple hits away. Oh, I'm out of blue, you son of a bitch. I could have killed you right there. Oh. Alright. I mean, can't ask for much more. I don't really have a lot of work to do here. Should I just stick it like a man? Not as good as Wild Strikes, but I think that is perfectly serviceable. With those runes, I finally get to 40 health, and my stats in general are looking serviceable for the DLC. So in we go. I now begin my DLC setup phase. I'm grabbing Skididdly fragments everywhere I can, and also grabbing Oh Mother and the whole Latin necklace to get to Mateer later. For the same reason, I drain the water in Church District for Sunflower access, and pick up the Dryleaf Seal to maybe buff Incants later. After all the gathering, I arrive at Gaius, and now I need to think about weapons again. I head back to the base game to get Scavenger's Curved Sword, which I put Sacred Blade on to make holy. I'm gonna pair this with the Eclipse Shotel I got at Castle Sol for the Hog Rider. I finally get all my Skidoo levels and make it to 9, which is about 3 levels short of where I want to be, but good enough for now. And with that, let me explain exactly what we're planning on doing to the Pigman. Alright, build part 2, because I got camera deathed. We have a Sacred Blade Scavenger's Curved Sword with Eclipse Shotel. We're going to do a dual-wielding Curved Sword jump attack build, so Raptor's Black Feathers, Claw Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, then Prosthesis and Millie's Prosthesis to boost multi-hits and get enough dex to wield Eclipse Shotel. We'll go Thorny tier, Holy tier. Let's try to get this torrent timing just right. Nice. Sacred Blade him. Good damage. That should be a jump attack. Oh, yeah. Damage is really good. It's kind of insane. Nice. I'll probably just hit the buff again here so I can get jump attacks in. I think this is just actually better damage than everything else I have. Oh, we get kicked. You bitch. Ah! Oh, he's pulling out all the stops. God, that's insane. Come here. Someone suggested curved sword, and I was kind of like, eh. No, I mean, it's pretty good. I was wrong, and I'll hold my L for being wrong. That was actually really good for a first DLC boss. I always kill guys first to get the 5 skidoo here, and boom, we're at skidoo 10. I want to get through the main line of the base game next for the cool weapons from Malekith and Elden Beast, but that would mean I need to kill Gideon. Fortunately, Midra has the perfect weapon for that, so we're heading to him. For that, I grab the Black Steel Great Hammer and the Misericord and max them both out. I make a quick run through Darklight Catacombs where I cheese Jory with the Holy Backshank. The damage actually looks really good and I barely have a build here, so we might use this idea in the future. With him dead, I can also run through the Chaos Forest where I managed to get skidoo level 11 before finding Midra's Manse. A quick run through here leads me to the Lord of Madness, and hopefully this goes well. Alright, we have made it to Midra, because I really need his weapon so we can go do Malekith and Gideon. Weapon-wise, we got Sacred Black Steel Great Hammer. Crazy holy scaling on this weapon. We're going to go with Axe Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, Warrior Jar Shard, Ritual Sword. Probably use the Ash Award to buff, then charge attacks, so Spike Tier, Holy Tier. Be kind of gross. I believe in it. God, he does so much damage. But I guess I have no, armor. It's gotta be close to a stagger. There it is. Let's heal. Okay, this is the hard part. If he lasers me, I'm dead. As it is, might be dead anyway. Alright, we're back. I mean, the damage is good. That's not what concerns me. Concerns me is this whole no armor business. There it is. That's big. Oh, that's a miss. Gotta use the Ash of War. Good charge attack. Nice. Just gotta wait a sec. None of that, boy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was pretty good. It's also another first try, so holy is gross. You know, for the highest health boss in the game, Midra got kinda bullied there. Up next, I grab the Bloodfiend's Arm. This weapon has slightly broken faith scaling, so for some reason it gets a lot of extra damage with a holy infusion. I also get the Great Sword of Damnation for Gideon after Malekith, and the Arcane Talisman because I need that to use the Chicken Wing. Before blowing up the capital, I grab Spiky Balls and the Ritual Shield Talisman. You never know when those could be useful. With all that prepped, I feel like I'm ready for the Alpha Furry. Alright, here's the plan. Bloodfiend's Arm, pretty fucking crazy weapon with faith scaling. Granted, I only have 43 faith, but still, should be good. Malekith is also 80% holy resistant, so we gotta bust out a big gun here, because he's gonna take some hits. We're going Axe Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword, Spike Tier, Holy Tier. Probably mostly using crouch pokes, but if the situation arises, fucking, I'll rip a charge attack, dude. I'll do it. I can think of like 2 openings where I can get one with a Colossal. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, he's big holy resistant. This is arguably one of the hardest battles. Can I get a charge attack here? Oh my god, it's so insane. Good phase transition. Jesus. Yeah, 80 holy resist my ass, bro. Come on. Oh! God's weakest soldier. Holy shit, bro. He got fucking murked. Bro has 80 holy resist, and the chicken wing could not give a fuck. Now it's on to Gideon, and I think Great Sword of Damnation is broken here, but I'll let you be the judge of that. All right, the plan here is simple. I think we're just going to loop him with Great Sword of Damnation. I looked up nothing. I don't know if this works. We have Claw Talisman, because I think it's a jumping attack. Sacred Scorpion, Warrior Jar Shard, Ritual Sword, Holy Tear, and actually, Raptor's Black Feathers. Why not? After all, why shouldn't I?
To become Elden Lord.
Hold on.
What a sad state of affairs.
Go.
I commend your spirit, but alas.
Oh, it's good damage.
Queen Marika has high hopes for us. That we
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to work, gentlemen. I think this is going to work. I think this is another way to cheese Mr. Gideon. Take that, you fucking nerd. Oh yeah, we love a good cheese build around here. Gideon can be a problem, but not today. It's straight to Horaloo here. I do head out to grab Okina's mask to wield Jory's weapon. It's a great spear, and I've never used it, but it looks cool and has holy damage, so I want to try it. For this, I decided to run Raptor's Feathers and Claw Talisman since Horaloo has a lot of jump attack openings. Then Sacred Scorpion Ritual Sword for damage buffs. I run Warrior Jar Shard since the weapon has a ranged dash of war I think I can use, and of course the classic Thorny and Holy Tears. Let's get it. Oh, I do have time for that. Interesting. Okay. That helps. You're kind of juicy. Go, 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 go. Oh. I got hit. He stomped me. Do I have time to heal right here? Apparently. Oh. That's good damage. We like that. I can get the phase transition off of this. No. Just gonna get clocked. Oh no. I heard the stagger right there. Boom. Boom. That's sad. Would've liked that stagger. Always dodge in. Always have time for an attack. Always. And then we get the stagger right here. Boom. Nope. Right here. Okay. And then we get the bleed. No. One more. Okay, that wasn't great, but honestly, it also wasn't bad. Just a very mid weapon. Let's try something good next. And I know I said I wanted to get the Elden Beast, but he has 80 Holy Resist, so in order to fight him, I need to get Euphoria. This is a really strong weapon in Inner Elim in the DLC, but I need to kill Mesmer and Romina to get it. I decide first to kill Devonia for her hammer and try that on Mesmer. No. Ah! Ah! There we go. Before I do that though, I go talk to Lita to convince her to murder Hornsent. On my way to commit the crime, I kill a Fire Knight and get Fire Knight's greatsword on the first try. Pretty dope actually. From there, I just murder Hornsent and then head to Old Snake Boy. Tragically, Devonia's hammer is very mid here, and the Ash of War is impossible to get off. And I'm also trying to break the game, so I decide we are not going to use this. Instead, I go get the Blade of Calling and decide to combine that with the Black Knife for a dual dagger build. This is also tragically very mid, but it does give me one better idea. I go clear out the knight at Fort Height and talk to Kenneth for the Erd Steel Dagger, which has very good faith scaling. Then I grab the Wing Sword insignia from a Clean Rot Knight in a cave to buff multi-hits, and now we have a build, namely Sacred Erd Steel Dagger with Sacred Blade. This weapon has a unique tap R2 that is great for multi-hit builds, and to buff it I have Golden Vow, Ritual Sword, Sacred Scorp, both multi-hit tallies, and the Thorny Tier and Holy Tier. Even though it's just a humble dagger, I think it's gonna shred. Get in here. L2. There we go. There's damage. Yeah, it's not a double punish, but am I gonna make it one? Fuck it, why not? I don't heal. I don't believe in it. Nice. Alright, now we can heal. This should theoretically be an easier phase. Oh, we actually got away from that shit. Time to start building up the buffs again. The fact that you can hit him right there is crazy. Stop. Stop. You scare me. Oh my god, there it is. Oh yeah, we just had to lock in for a second. God. It's actually really good damage. I'm kind of shocked that that weapon is as good as it is. For a dagger, that was fucking gross. Up next is Romana, and I did grab Malekith's Black Blade here to use on her, but honestly, it does not feel great. So, maybe we use that later, but I accidentally found a much better idea that I will explain now. New plan. We're gonna go Fire Knight's Greatsword because it gets B faith scaling and like a shit ton of holy damage. To wield it, we got Okinna's Mask. Then we're gonna go with the same build: Ritual Sword, Sacred Scorpion, Axe, Claw, Talisman, Spike Tier. This also has 3 damage types. It has Physical, Fire, and Holy, which I think is really cool. Not a lot of weapons that do that. Like Rolana's blades do it, and probably a couple other weapons have innate damage that are infusible, but kind of cool. I just rip it. Shouldn't have ripped it. Yeah, the damage is so much better. Holy fuck. Damn. That's quite a bit of damage in sequence there. Oh, she might just be dead right here. Alright, no, never mind. This Sacred Blade just misses her. One more. Oh! No, it was telegraphed. I just didn't see it. Let's try this again. It's crazy how much easier the charge attacks feel to get off. I think this weapon's just bigger. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, we'll just take our medicine right there. Oh. Nice. Surely gotta be close to a stagger. Nice. Try to get some free damage in. Didn't quite get it. That is fast. I'm in trouble. This is a really awkward spot to be. Never mind, we're good. We're so good. What are we doing? Nice. She wants the jump attacks. Keep the poise up, maybe? GG's? Question mark? Nope. Getting absolutely fucked. Scammed. What do you want to do? Bang. God, that weapon is so goated, man. I didn't know it was a monster with holy damage either. Thank God we got the lucky drop. Anyways, it's into Inner Elim where I run all the way through to Lead End Company to get my 12th Skidoo level. From there, I backtrack through a secret path to get Euphoria. This weapon is unique in that it charges and gets a damage buff as you land more and more attacks. The Ash of War consumes this buff to shoot a laser, but honestly the buff is so good it's better to just hit shit a lot of the time. This might be one of the highest damage holy weapons, so it's perfect for Radagon and Elden Beast, two of the most holy resistant bosses in the game. Here's the plan for Elden Beast, because I want to get these weapons because they're cool before we finish the game. We got Euphoria, which actually juices really hard if you've never used it. Multi-hit, Ritual Sword, Sacred Scorpion, Warrior Jar Shard, then Spike Tier, Holy Tier. Euphoria gets a damage buff when you do more hits. As you can see, it's kind of actually doing damage somehow. Not a lot, but it's damage. Beautiful. Oh, unlucky. Clipped. Clipped. Stop that. Oh. Alright, good damage. Alright, I think we try the Ash of War here, just to see if it's any good. It's actually pretty solid. Not bad. Not great. Time to start buffing again. Getting there. I think I just want to buff it up and hit him. I don't think there's anything fancy. It's going to be a slow, painful fight. He still has to do triple rings, and then from there it's pretty standard. We've gotten out at least one of the annoying moves. I forgot I had Ritual Shield on, or Ritual Sword. I was missing some damage. Not a ton, but missing a little damage sucks. You gonna try to stab me? That's cute. Alright, he actually kind of got me. What are we doing? I kind of want to use the Ash of War to kill him. Come on, square up. Something cool. Go! Pew! Alright, not bad. Sweet. That was maybe the hardest boss in this run, and we got her done. Also, we got access to the Sacred Relic Sword and Marika's Hammer, which we grabbed to use later. Up next, we need to make our way to Putrescent Knight, so I bully Ancient Dragon Man by knocking him over with the Elden Beast Sword Ash of War. It's funny and free. Before PK though, I want to get just a bit stronger, so I go to Rakshasa and use that same tech I used on the Dragon guy to bully her, to get her armor, which does offer a 2% damage buff on each piece, so it's pretty sick nasty. With that, I can run through PK's hole, where I casually pick up multi-layered Rings of Light via Leonin self-deletion. And now I can use that on Come Horse. I have my Godslayer seal to cast and Dry Leaf seal to buff the incant. I also have on Rakshasas, Canvas Tallies, Sacred Scorpion Godfrey icon with the Holy and Faith tier. Yeah, this is gonna shred. Alright, here's how we're gonna start this fight. Pick these up, pretend it never happened. Buff. Baby throw. That's not even charged, dude. That's crazy. Alright, now we get charged. I don't have any FP, fuck. Damn, that's great damage. Alright, here we go. Give me something good. That works. GG's. Oh my god. Getting deleted, dude. That's beautiful. See, that's what I expect out of this run. We've had a couple stinkers. That was nice. Well, that felt really good. So let's go make ourselves feel bad with Bale. For this one, I get the Golden Vow Ash of War, and then, well, I'm gonna let Past Ratty explain what I decided to do here. Alright, we tried out Bale, and I am gonna be a bitch, but I did find a build that I think will work. We're going Sacred Starfists. Because if you're testing a damage type, put it on the most OP weapon. We got Golden Vow, Rakshasas, and Raptor's Black Feathers to buff normal attacks and jump attacks. Then Claw Talisman, Axe Talisman, Sacred Scorpion, Ritual Sword. Kind of the usual stuff. Spike tier, Holy tier. Look at this, attempt 5? Yeah, I think this is 5. No bullshit, please. Square up. Ooh, that's a good move. I like seeing that. Whoa, I got the double hit. Look at that, dude. 4k damage in one hit. Keep her going there. I'm in trouble. I went for the stagger. It was a bold choice. Just really don't want to give him time to reset his poise. There we go. Boom. 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 That was excellent. This fight's actually really fun when it's not 10 vig. It's been so long, I forgot. Little Golden Vow right here, eh? Oh. poise built up. Did not read that very good. Oh. That was something. That was a combo. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking see, man. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. I'd like to be able to see. There we go. Oh, fuck ass move. Meow. I'm him. Don't come back here. You don't want this. You got no health, man. What you gonna do? Boom! Okay, so I absolutely bitched out there with Starfist, but they are criminally good with holy damage. Sue me. Up next, I decided to take out Lita & Co. for Lita's sword. To do that, I get the Great Katana and Wild Strikes. And using the Holy Katana, I spam Dane, then Lita to death. For that, I'm rewarded with my sword, and now we can head to Mommy Matir. First up, we blow Horn 1, then Horn 2, and then we take Lita's sword into Mommy to test it out. And it really isn't great. I thought Big Boss with big hitbox might take a lot of hits from the Ash of War, but unfortunately not. So we head out to get a spell. At the top of the river to Midra, there's this little area where you can get the Stone Sheath Sword and also the Giant Gold Arc, which is in my personal opinion one of the best holy incants. To buff it, we need to go find a painting and then go find a ghost to get the Spyro seal for our offhand. Tragically, this spell also just does not have the damage I want to see. So I get creative. I grab the backhand blades. These actually have a B faith scaling with a holy infusion, making them a very strong option. Surprising, but very useful here. So I make the holy blades with Golden Vow, then make a multi-hit build as you've seen before with the Rakshasa armor. Let's see exactly how good these are. Let's go Flask. Let's run in. Let's Ash of War. And let's shit out some stupid damage. That's a very awkward first move to choose. God, that's so insane. Not this. Oh my god. She's giving me really good attacks. Come here. Oof. What are you doing? You're trying to die. It's over. No bullshit move. Not for me. Obscene. Damn. Backhand blades are undefeated. Remember when Misericord was good earlier? Let's explore that idea. To do that, I let a virgin kidnap me, so I can go bully a fat kid for access to Volcano Manor. Here, I can get the Dagger Talisman to buff crits, and Royal Knight's Resolve to substantially buff my next attack. Then I can head to Rolana, and we can do some work. Now we're on Rolana. We got a Sacred Misericord, because at some point in the Holy Only run, we gotta test out a Riposte build. Why not Rolana? We got Rakshasas, Ritual Sword, Dagger, and Sacred Scorpion. And that's all that'll buff my damage, so then I kept Dragon Crest and Hard Tier and Holy Tier. Should be decent. Got a little bit of hope. It's been a minute since I did this fight. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. Ah, it's 2. Oh my. That's a lot of damage. And that wasn't even fully buffed. Hold on. Alright. Well, I have Royal Knight's Resolve right now. I have Throne. Hold on, let me fuck off. Let me fuck off. Alright, Royal Knight's Resolve. Now give me the other parry. Oh! That's crazy. Boom. Bop. Was that 3? Then a couple hits in there? What's one of the nastier Rolana's I ever had? Almost never first try that boss. She always gets me. Alright, cleaning up the rest of the DLC is pretty easy. I take a quick jog over to the Sunflower next. I decided to go with the Fire Knight's Greatsword here because, like, it's a holy weapon with fire damage, which is unique and actually very strong here. I set up a jump attack build with all the usual tallies you've seen me use and get ready to bully a tree. God, that is excellent damage right there. We love to see that. Beautiful. Alright. I really can't dodge this from this angle. It's rather unfortunate. Get him! Give me that full head. Saw Yuna. Why do you keep showing up right here? I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm scared and confused. Ain't never liked this dumb flower. He really does do a lot of fuck shit. There we go. Boom. Too slow. I don't know the second dodge, but that's okay. We're done. GG's, Mr. Flower. Killing that tree lets me get the Sunflower Blossom, which has got to be one of the funniest weapons in the game. Look at this thing. I'm saving Consort Radon for one of the last bosses in this run, so actually the only thing left in the DLC is the Lion. So I just make my way over to Bellarat, and now to make a build for the Flower Head. Alright, we're using everyone's favorite Sunflower Head. Hooray. With that, we got Rakshasas, Axe Telly, Sword Tally, Warrior Jar, Sacred Scorpion. Then Spike Tier, Holy Shrouding Tier. I'm going to try to use the Ash War on it because it's really cool. And also just try to beat the shit out of the lion. What are we doing? As per usual, dodge R1 very good. Keep the poise going. Very good R2. You have to be almost staggered. I'm gonna try this right here. Damn. That is excellent damage. Ah. He's being a fuck ass. No. Which one? I like wind a lot. I think this is my favorite phase to actually fight. I say as I get absolutely whopped. Chill, 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 chill. Thank you. Boom. All right. I mean, pretty good weapon. I have zero complaints about that. That went very well. All right, we've been using a lot of weapons, and I want to try at least one more incantation on this run. So I make my way to the Halleck tree to get triple rings of light. I have to get through Loretta to find it, and I decide to test out Marika's hammer here to see if it's any good. Past Ratty, explain the build, please. All right, for Loretta, we're actually keeping the exact same build as last boss. I'm gonna use Marika's hammer. I went through a lot of work to get this, and I honestly didn't know where else to use it. What's the charge attack look like? Oh. I really want to see what the Ash of War does. I'm probably gonna have to get her to phase transition to see it. Light attacks are pretty good. Oh my god. Wait, does it micro stagger too? Hold on. Oh. Oh, that's gross. That Ash of War is gross right there. She can't even escape it. I probably could have just looped that. Sweet. That was actually a really cool weapon to use there. Good pull, Rat. Just by the next grace, I find triple rings of light, and I'm going to test this out on the big moose. So I head underground where I find my greatest fear, myself. I conquer him and establish myself as the alpha rat so I can go light some torches. Triple ring actually has a 23 intelligence requirement, so I do have to go get the int tier, but once I have that, I'm officially ready to fight Bambi's mom. All right, the plan. We got giant golden arc, triple rings of light. We're going to use them both here. We're casting with the Godslayer seal because that's still the best seal to cast with at 50 faith. Golden Order sealed and spiral sealed to buff both of those. Rakshasa armor, incamp build, and then we do have the int tier in here to use triple rings of light. So we're gonna drink. We're gonna go in. We're gonna wait till he notices. We're gonna golden vow. I am curious to see how much triple rings of light does. Oh my. That's pretty good damage. How about golden arc? Oh, it missed. Come on. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Alright, he's gonna heal. So we might as well hit him with this again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have fun with that. Boom. Well, there we go. I made the spells look good finally. Thank God. Time to start Ronnie's quest to get Estelle and Fortisax done. First things first, beat up fake Loretta. Then I can talk to Mommy Ronnie to go get her knife, and then boom, quest almost done. I just have to go to the tower in Liurnia now and get the curse mark of death, and we can fight Fortisax. To get to Fortisax, I decided to do something I almost never do. Fight the Valiant Garg duo. This has to be my least favorite fight in the game, but with this many hours in the game and weapons doing this much damage, it's not that bad. Lita's sword absolutely chunks these guys, and they are pretty much the quickest way into deeper depths. So once they fall, I head there. Near Fortisax here is the weapon I actually want to use on him. There's a Crucible Knight just chillin', and killing him gives me Siluria's Tree, a great spear that shoots a holy projectile, which should be good for hitting 40 stacks head. Now that I have that, I can fight Fia's Simps. I still have the Great Sword of Damnation, and it's still way OP on NPCs, so this is actually maybe the freest version of this fight I've ever seen. This weapon just annihilates them. After that, I just have to talk to Fia and get some huggies, and once that's done, we can fight the zombie dragon. And I go with Siluria's Tree with an Ash of War build for this one. The key parts are the Godfrey Icon and Warrior Jar Shard. Otherwise, I just go the usual Sacred Scorp, Ritual Sword, Holy Tier action. You already know it's gonna bang. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dude, when that hits, it's great damage. Oh, I hit 2 in a row. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it, baby. Oh my god. It was actually really good. Estelle is up next, and I need another greatsword. So we go to round table and get the twin armor. I have to give this to this strange man by where Valiant Guards were, and once I do this, he goes and kills Fia, so I kill him back and get the inseparable sword, which I think is the greatsword with the most holy damage in the game. Now that I have this, I can cross the rot swamp to Estelle and craft something to beat up space anal beads. Alright, the build is as follows. 2 +9 swords of the holy variety. Raptor's black feathers, Rakshasas, Millies to wield said sword, Sacred Scorpion, Claw Talisman, Ritual Sword, then Stone Barb and Holy. Alright, jump at me. I use the Stone Barb, I need to hit you. Scammed. Absolutely scammed. Come on, don't run. Nice. Where's he spawning? I kind of want to try this Ash of War. Did not do what I wanted. I was hoping it would hit more than once. It does not. Back to the jump attacks. There it is. Inseparable sword. Finish him. That's pretty gross. Alrighty. Up next is a true problem. Rykard. He is a gimmick fight, but obviously I can't use the gimmick. So I go get the two-handed talisman for a damage buff when you won't believe this, two-hand weapons. Then I kill more to get the Verdigris armor for poise, and head to a cave in Dragon Barrow to get the Bullgoat talisman for even more poise. Having max poise allows me to stand in the lava with less staggers while I fight. It's a nice benefit. The first thing I tried here was Discus of Light, thinking if I spammed it, it might do enough damage, but it wasn't even close. Then I tried Fire Knight's Greatsword with Royal Knight's Resolve, which did have enough damage in phase 1, but I couldn't land hits with it in phase 2, so that was also off the table. Finally, I decided to respec. I added more endurance and maxed out my faith in order to try and use Euphoria. I make a multi-hit build and swap in some Rakshasa armor to try and eke out a little more damage. Between his two phases, Rykard has 90,000 HP, and this weapon is probably my best damage option. If this doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. It sucks the hitbox changes as much as it does in phase 2. And just makes this idea fully not viable. Because like in phase 1, yeah, sure, whatever, hit him here. Okay, that's really good starting damage. What the fuck? Get him. Come on. Holy. It actually was the Ash of War that was helping. It was getting staggers. Well, that's melee only Rykard. Never thought I'd do that. Up next is Consort Radahn. So I respec back to a more balanced build, still with high faith, to use the Chicken Wing. I also grabbed the Sword of Light from Rao Runes and the Craigblade Ash of War and Kaled. Why, Ratty? Well, I'm glad you asked. Craigblade is a damage buffing Ash, so I put that on my Chicken Wing and make it holy. Then I have the Sword of Light. If I use the Ash of War on this, I get another 20% buff to all my holy damage for 1 minute. Then I have the usual Rakshasas, Scorpion, Ritual Sword, Two-Handed, and Axe Talismans with the Spike tier and Holy tier. The result? A lot of damage buffing that should be good. Let's see. So we go bing, bang. Should rank my physique first, but it is what it is. All right, you want to spin? No, you want to be kind of weird, huh? I don't need to heal. Healing's for losers. I don't believe in it. Fucking swag out with your cock out. Hold that L. I might die. I might die. Hold on. I'm still not gonna heal. I still don't believe in it. Healing's not real. Come on. Alright, finally get a chance for the charge attack. I lost one of my buffs. I don't know which one. Oh, it's Ritual Sword, probably. That would make sense. Maybe I should heal. It's actually a pretty good buff. But, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get our holy damage buff. It's two-hand. Let's get that. Oh, you're being weird again. Let's get our Craigblade buff. I'm kind of in trouble here. Gotten caught by a lot of little shit. Alright, we need actually a good dodge right here. We made the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Heal. Big. Alright, we're fully reset. Thank God. Nice. And we're immediately clipped again. Fucking love this fight, dude. So sick. I'm getting hit right here. Oh, just enough. Jesus Christ. Stagger? No, just cuckage. Quadrant theory. Alright, never mind. No heals. GG's. Rip Bozo. And then there was one. I've of course saved the best for last. We just have Melania. And I just wanted to have fun here. We've explored pretty much all that holy damage has to offer. So I'm going to finish this with my favorite weapon I've tried so far. Euphoria. I have a melee multi-hit build on with all the good stuff you've seen before. Nothing special, nothing crazy. Just a good old fight against the best boss in Souls. Let's get it. Euphoria one out for the homies. Yeah. I don't think this micro staggers though, so this is going to be a little awkward. Actually, this damage might fucking juice. Oh, it does micro stagger. Twin Blade R1's micro staggering her seems kind of crazy. Nice Starting to look good. She wants my shit, bro. Ow. Fucking long ass sword, dude. Come on, Melania. Damn, 3 in a row, dude? Chill. Alright, we're just right back to it, huh? She has quite a bit of health, huh? I mean, 1,000 damage on a light attack is actually pretty good. I'm so used to having status in this fight, it just feels weird. There we go. Should I just blast her when we get in there? Should I do it? A little Ash of War for the people. That was kind of funny. Now we gotta level up Ipori again, though. Let's get our charge back. Nice. It's actually a really good start. That charged R2 is also pretty fucking nasty. Should I do it again? I feel like I should do it again. I'm doing it again. GG's. What a run. Boom. Bombastic. And that's it. That's breaking Elden Ring with only holy damage. There are a ton of great options and builds, and I learned a lot trying out all these weapons. If there was something I missed that you really like, let me know in the comments. And if you like this, check out some of my other videos on screen now. Until next time, be good, be kind. Adios.